My great grandfathers were Armenian immigrants who came to Mexico escaping the genocide in the early 20th century. They arrived with basically nothing, and Mexico at that time welcomed them. It wasn't perfect, but well, they were able to rebuild their lives, start families, and contribute to the country. And when I look at how different parts of the world respond to migration, I realize a lot depends on their context, because some places have more resources, others are already dealing with internal challenges, etc. But still, I believe every region has a chance to respond with humanity. Migration isn't just a problem to solve, it's a reality that people face and it needs to be dealt with compassion and smart planning. People leave their countries because they're forced to. No one chooses to run away home for fun.
My name is Guillermo Perez from Tecnológico de Monterrey, Camp Santa Fe, and I think that migration is a global reality, but how it's handled varies greatly by region. For example, in Europe, countries like Germany invest in integration programs focusing on education and employment. While nations in Latin America, like Colombia, prioritize humanitarian support for Venezuelan migrants, despite limited resources. And in places like Canada, a points-based immigration system helps match newcomers with labor market opportunities. Each approach reflects local challenges, values, and capacities, but one thing is clear. Positive migration outcomes start with informed, compassionate decisions. When regions respond with empathy and start planning and smart planning, migrations become not a crisis, but an opportunity to grow stronger together.
My name is Isabella Sansa, and this is my video of migration. Migration is a global challenge that demands local solutions. Which region that we look it up, that was Texas, Mexico City, Berlin, and Kampala, we see that they offer a different type of model to treat this problem, shaped by its politics, resources, and values. In my opinion, what stands out most is that comparison um, of each other, seeing that only one type of model is not enough, and the global impact that we want to have is only if we take all this type of knowledge about the different type of models and generate one that wants to have a success and also a really huge impact in this type of critical spaces that we need a effective and most easier also method to do the things.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Rangel, a student at Tech Monterrey, and well, my thoughts on the different responses to migration between Berlin and Mexico City is that these cities have implemented language programs and human mobility programs to support migrants, but social and economic gaps are the limit their participation. The Human Mobility Program aims to expand shelters and basic services, but many migrants still face legal and economic uncertainty. So, integration requires recognizing their digital migrants, recognizing inclusive job, retraining, and committing to rebuilding their lives without losing their dignity.
My name is Iker Alcivar and I study at the Pontifical University of Ecuador. Migration in Texas, Mexico, Berlin, and Kampala. Texas tries to detain people at the border. Mexico sometimes helps but also sends them back. Berlin offers aid and documentation to many migrants. Kampala, Uganda welcomes refuge with fewer rules. In my opinion, Texas and Mexico are told, but people kept coming. Berlin and Kampala try to help more. I think helping people is better than simply blocking them. In the end, we all want a safe life with better opportunities.